A Filipino national hero is someone who has been honored for their contribution. Jose Potasio Rizal Mercado y Alonso Realunda was a Filipino physician, poet, and writer who inspired the Philippine nationalist movement. He was born on June 19, 1861 in Calamba, Philippines, and died on December 30, 1896 in Manila. Rizal was born to a wealthy landowner and received his education in Manila and at the University of Madrid. He was a skilled medical student who dedicated himself to reforming Spanish authority in the Philippines. Though he never called independence between 1882 and 1992, he lived in Europe. He wrote the majority of his works. Kalimitang Here, The Social Cancer, Rizal's first novel, was released in 1887 and was an expose of the evils of Spanish authority in the Philippines. He rose to become a leader of propagandist movement, publishing numerous pieces to its Barcelona-based journal. La Solidaridad Rizal aims included in the integration of the Philippines as a province of Spain, representation in the Cortes, the Spanish Parliament, the replacement of Spanish fears. With Filipino prize, freedom of assembly and expression, and equality Filipinos and Spaniards before the law. Andres Bonifacio, 1863-1897, was the creator and head of the nationalist Katipunan organization who led their revolution against the Spanish in August 1896. Bonifacio had minimal formal education and worked as a messenger and warehouse keeper before becoming involved in revolutionary activity. Nonetheless, he was a voracious reader, unlike Jose Rizal, who fought for reforming Spanish authority in the Philippines. Bonifacio advocated for total independence. He formed the Katipunan in Manila in 1892 based on the Masonic Order's organization and ceremony. Bonifacio led the long-planned insurgency in Luzon in August 1896, but his men were beaten by Spanish troops, forcing him to flee to Montalban in the north, where Emilio Aguinaldo, one of his lieutenants. As the Spanish crushed the insurrection, it became evident that Bonifacio was an incompetent military leader. A conference at Tijeros in March 1897 named Aguinaldo, not Bonifacio, as the president of New Philippines Republic. Bonifacio attempted to form his own rebel government after refusing to accept the decision. Andres Bonifacio's death came about when he was caught and tried to reasons by Aguinaldo in April 1897, executed by firing squad. Emilio Aguinaldo, 1869-1964, was a Philippine leader politician who battled for the Philippines' independence first from Spain and then from the United States. Aguinaldo's parents were Chinese, and in Tagalog, he was the local head of the Katipunan, a revolutionary movement that battled the Spanish ferociously and was mayor of Cavite Viejo, now Kawit, in August 1896. In December 1897, he and the Spanish Governor General signed the Biak Nabato Pact. Aguinaldo promised to leave the Philippines and live the exile for the rest of his life in exchange for a large cash payoff from Spain and the promise of liberal reforms. Post-independence, President Elpidio Quirino named Aguinaldo to the Council of State. Emilio Aguinaldo's contributions in his final years included the promotion of the Philippines' nationalism and democracy and the development of relations between the Philippines and the United States. Juan Luna, full name Juan Luna de San Pedro y Novicio Anchita, was a Philippine painter, sculptor, and late 19th century political activist who participated in the Philippine Revolution. He was one of the first well-known Filipino artists. He earned a gold medal in the 1884 Madrid Exposition of Fine Arts, along with the silver medal of fellow Filipino painter Felix Restoration Hidalgo. Luna was known for painting literary and historical setting in the style of European academics of the period, some of which included political commentary. His allegorical composition often contained the theatrical poses inspired by scenes from the classics. Famous Juan Luna paintings include the Spolarium, the Parisian Life, and Tampuan. Milchura Aquino, popularly known as Tandang Sura, was known as the Mother of the Revolution. Her nickname comes from the Tagalog word of old. As she was 84 years old when the revolution started, she risked her life to tend to Andres Bonifacio and other Katipuneros in 1896, providing them with food and nursing the wounded. Her bravery became evident after she was captured by Spanish officials who subjected her to torture and interrogation in the hopes of extracting information about the Katipunan Hidyot. She refused to submit and was exiled to Guam on the orders of Governor General Ramon Blanco. Gabriela Silang was a fierce Ilocano warrior who, after her husband's killing in 1763, took over as commander of rebel troops. She recruited military forces, including native ethnics, to continue the war against Spain in Ilocos, launching guerrilla raids against Spanish garrisons. In her final engagement at the liberation of Bigan, she commanded nearly 2,000 troops against the army of over 600 Spanish soldiers. Silang lost the battle, so she and her surviving 80 troops retreated to uncharted territory in Abra, where they were eventually caught. Before publicly hanging the general herself in September 1763, the Spanish forced her to witness the public killings of her soldiers despite her defeat. Gabriela Silang is remembered for her incredible bravery in fighting for the freedom of Ilocos. Sultan Kudarat, also known as Muhammad Kudarat, was well known in Mindanao for his bravery and leadership between 1619 and 1671. The Muslim Filipinos of Mindanao were not yet under Spanish rule. In their text, Sultan Kudarat was responsible for maintaining unity in Mindanao as a Filipino Muslim struggled against the invaders. Sultan Kudarat's leadership inspired his people to fight the Spaniards, eventually beating them back. Kudarat died of old age in 1671, never surrendering to the Spanish authorities. The Filipino government named parts of Mindanao after him in recognition of his contribution, including the province of Sultan Kudarat. Marcelo H. del Pilar, writer, lawyer, and journalist Marcelo II del Pilar, was born to a lawyer's family. Marcelo was the mayor of Gupang, Bulacan during the Spanish administration after finishing law in the petition the Spaniards to create schools for Filipinos throughout the country, entertained that universal education would benefit his compatriots, believing him to be an enemy of the state, banished him from the Philippines. Apolinario Mabini was a Filipino thinker and speaker of the Philippine Revolution who prepared the Constitution for the short-lived Republic of 1898-99. Mabini was born into a peasant family and attended San Juan de Letran College in Manila before graduating from the University of Santo Tomas with a law degree of 1894. He joined the armies of Patriot General Emilio Aguinaldo in a insurgency planned by nationalists in August 1896 and quickly became his right-hand man. When the Spanish-American War broke out in 1898, Bini advocated the cooperation with the U.S. as means of gaining independence from Spain. The achievements and contributions of the Philippines' national heroes are worth remembering and commemorating no matter how mundane the minutiae of our own lives. We can be inspired by their fortitude, their bravery, and their strength in the face of adversity.